Hi, this is Matt Saternus for Plugged In Golf, and in this video I'm going to review the new Nike Vapor Flex driver. Let's get plugged in. The Vapor Flex is one of 3 drivers that Nike is releasing this year. It's the smallest head in this lineup, and it's the only one that features their new Flex Flight technology. Now at address, it's very apparent that this is a player's driver. It's a smaller head, it's 420 cc's, it's more of a pear-shaped appearance. And what I really credit Nike for is that as far as the appearance goes, there's a lot going on with this driver. The big splashes of Volt yellow, a lot of branding everywhere, some details in the crown. But it doesn't look busy, it doesn't look cheap, it still looks well put together. And as I said, it's definitely geared toward better players, and I don't think anything about the way this driver looks will turn those better players away from this driver. The sound and feel are also really geared towards that better player. It's a very muted sound, definitely more of a throwback, and miles from the noisier Nike drivers of the past. You get really good feedback, you get very precise feedback about where you hit the ball on the face. And the other thing I want to mention as far as feel is that the Flex Flight really does have a big impact on how this club feels. The Flex Flight is basically a battery-sized weight, and it's heavy at one end, light at the other, and you can put that heavier portion either here at the back of the club or flip it and put it towards the middle of the club. When you have it towards the middle of the club, the head feels very balanced. The club overall feels a little lighter. When you put that weight in the back of the club really starts to feel heavy, and the club overall feels a little heavier in my opinion, and I think people are going to have a pretty strong preference as to which feel they prefer. Now in terms of performance, this is a lower launching, low spinning driver, regardless of which position the weight is in. It's very, very low spinning. The Flex Flight does make a difference. It changed the RPMs a few hundred, the spin a few hundred RPMs, and it did change the launch a bit. More than anything, it changed the feel for me, so I was much more comfortable with that weight further back rather than in the middle. And so for me, that also changed how I was hitting the ball in the center of the face. My ball speed was a little bit better. With that weight back, I was just more comfortable that way. Now, as I mentioned, this is a 420 cc driver. It's not really meant to be a forgiving driver for, the 25 handicap, but it does still have a compression channel. It's got the cavity back design that Nike's been using the last few years. So it is more forgiving than you might expect from a player's driver or a 420 cc driver. But that said, this is not meant for high handicappers, and I would generally recommend this only to players who keep the ball on the center of the face. If you have any questions about the Nike Vapor Flex driver, please post them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow Plugged In Golf on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and check out pluggedingolf.com for more great golf content. This has been Matt Saternus. Thanks for watching.